So in today's video, I will tell you exactly how I went from this complete loser that has nothing going for him, no friends, ugly ass body, just bottom of the bottom, to someone that has a somewhat good life, that has a mission, and he's going towards it every single day, not just thinking about it. So take notes, see what mistakes I made so that you could avoid them, and enjoy. So it all started when I was 16, 17. Something triggered my mind. I don't know exactly what it was, but I became more aware. My mind shifted. It was probably testosterone, it was probably something in my hormones that triggered my mindset. But I just looked around me and I thought, what exactly am I doing here? Why am I around these people that don't like me? I didn't like them, they didn't like me. Like I said, I had no friends. I was a complete loser. I was kind of stupid too. My grades were so bad, nobody liked me. Teachers were always complaining at me. It got so bad to a point where this teacher talked to me and she said, well, you gotta do better. You gotta get better grades. And if you're not gonna do that, you're gonna be sent to those retard school or something. I mean, it was kind of hilarious, but the reason why I got shitty grades, it was because I didn't care about it. It was kind of the depression phase, you might call it, but I didn't care about anything when I turned that age. I didn't care about anything. And that went on for months and months to a point where I actually just got expelled out of school. And I remember this teacher saying to me very clearly, find a subject that you like and then find a job and work for the rest of your life or something. And now that I think about it, it makes me laugh. Why would you do it if you don't want to do it? It's as simple as that. Why don't you go towards your goals? Because when I talked to those teachers about like, what did you achieve in this subject? They always answer with nothing. So back to the story, I was eventually expelled, right? I was just removed from the school because my grades were too bad. And I was sent to this school that had people with ADHD and like autism and all that shit. And I thought, what the hell am I doing here? I looked at these people and these people weren't normal. I felt completely out of place. And it was like a part-time school. So basically we had to work 3 times a week and go to school 2 times a week. And what happened is I had to first prove them that I can work for a month. I had to work for free for a month just to prove that I can do the job. And the job was just working at a store. I said, screw this shit. I worked for a month, but they didn't pay me because they complained for some shit. Eventually, I just quit. I just dropped out of school. I said, screw this shit. I'm gonna complete it next time. And that's where my entrepreneurship began. That's where I started investigating exactly how do I make money. I know that getting a job will get you money, but it will only get you that far, right? It will only get you to a certain standard. I didn't want to rely on something. I wanted to make my own shit. So I researched. I joined Hustlers University. I joined other courses. So I joined copywriting. I was still a moron. So I was still quite stupid and I didn't understand what I was doing. So I joined all these courses without actually knowing that I needed to put consistency and effort. I thought that everything was gonna be easy. So I joined copywriting. Boring as fuck. I don't know why I was doing it. I eventually just stopped doing it and I just got back into my shitty old habits and I wanted money. So what I did was really interesting. I just went to a job. I went to a job. The thing that I most disliked, I went there. I went to a job and I worked there and they fired me. And what do you think happened? Nothing. They always said, well, Ignas, you should be more happy. We see that you are not doing well. You seem that you don't like it. That's what I always heard. Now, I did my best, but they always complain, right? Complainers always complain. They never see the good things. They always look at the bad things. So eventually I quit. And after that, I joined something really important. Something that will change the destiny of my future. And the thing that it was joining a sales job. And joining the sales job was one of the most important things that I've ever done in my life. Because it taught me how people behave. Before that, I couldn't talk. I couldn't say a single word. I didn't know what the hell I was saying. I was stupid. I mumbled, I stumbled, I stuttered. I said all of these things and it messed me up, right? But when I joined the sales job, that all faded away in a couple months. I talked so much, even though I didn't make much sales, I improved so much, which I recommend all of you. Join a sales job if you have such severe speaking problems. You will speak like shit in the first couple days, but then you'll gradually improve because you'll know that people are not that bad, right? You shouldn't be afraid of them. Of course, you can improve on sales after that. I improved a lot, but eventually, of course, I was stupid. I signed some contracts, which made me pay a huge percentage of tax. And what happened is I lost a bunch of money. And that's where I got back into my bad habits. That's where I stumbled again and did stupid shit again. And that went on for a lot of times until October 2024. That's where I realized I need to change. Why wouldn't I change? I told myself exactly that I have to get something. If I don't get them, if all I do is dream about them, you know what's gonna happen? I will be miserable. And so are you. And this is where it brought us. Take care.